The following is the full review of the Decepticon Megatron H.I.S.S tank with the Baroness, so stay tuned. Rodimusbill here, and today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the brand new Transformers G.I. Joe Collaborative. This is Decepticon Megatron H.I.S.S tank, 8+. This is G.I. Joe. It comes with the Baroness figure. And it's like a split art. This is Megatron Transformers. Yeah, thanks Amazon for sticking the label on it. And this side is the G.I. Joe. And then you have the G.I. Joe H.I.S.S tank. Over here, you actually have the Transformers side. There's Megatron and the H.I.S.S tank in both modes with the Baroness, G.I. Joe. It is the G.I. Joe Collaborative 2022, More Than Meets the Eye, 2022 Transformers Collaborative, G.I. Joe and Autobot symbol. And on the back, you've got, here, maybe this moves, there you go, I got a bright light. Megatron H.I.S.S tank, 28 steps, G.I. Joe Collaborative, Transformers with a Decepticon, Transformers More Than Meets the Eye, G.I. Joe and the Baroness. Now, to unbox this little guy, it's pretty cool how they had circular, see the circular one here. They had all these circular stickers here, just like this one. And so what we want to do is unstick this. And the bottom one, I kept these on. Not sure how I'm gonna, there you go. So there's one side, and here's the other side. So, this is what you get. And G.I. Joe 2022 Megatron H.I.S.S tank, Hasbro. Again, the same logo. Top secret. Surveillance has detected spy scouting Cobra base. Unauthorized vehicle identified as subject B. Be prepared to intercept. Their sting is sharp, but we are poised to strike. And now, to open this guy up, like I said, this is the unboxing. We're going to do it this way. There is the Megatron tank. Oh, there is Megatron in his robot mode. And you've got his fusion cannon, another cannon, another cannon. Sorry about that. All right, so you got Megatron, the main figure. All right, and then once you do this is you pick this up and you got the instructions there. Let's get rid of this for right now. So this is just going to be the unboxing and the review will come later. And then you turn this around and there is the Baroness figure. All right, you know what, now we'll take a look at the book. All right, let's see, just basic Transformers book, Decepticon Megatron H.I.S.S tank. Comes with 3 weapons and that back piece, no big deal. And that's how you transform him. Anything new and exciting? No. And then you got Baroness, can ride inside of her, and when he's in the robot mode, she can ride in back of him. Okay, now let's open this guy up. All right, let's do this one at a time. Let's see. All right, this looks like the pod where the Baroness is going to sit in, and this covers up. So there's one piece. This, I believe, covers up the Megatron's face for the back. It's got the cool Cobra logo on it, some nice detail. And then, let's see, we've got the 2 guns. And these are the H.I.S.S tank guns. And they look like to the same, but they're backwards. So, pretty neat. And let's see, I don't think you can combine them. Nope, they just stay like that. Let's get Megatron's fusion cannon. Yeah, unfortunately it's hollow, but still pretty cool. It's very light though. Seems like they took liberty on this guy and they made him very hollow, especially for the price point though. This guy was like I don't know, I paid almost 70 bucks, but I had some, you know, Target or Amazon coupons or gift cards. And now let's cut all these out and see what the actual Megatron looks like. Like I said, this is just going to be a short unboxing. I'm going to do the review in a couple days. I'm still getting everything. I had to evacuate for Hurricane Ian. Luckily, where I'm in, Pinellas County, it didn't get hit that hard. We had a 1 come through. Said I can't find my my Figure-Rodimusbill back in, so I just got some empty cards. So I just got some white cardboard pieces. Oh wow, and there must be one I don't know about. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's one in his waist. All right, that is. Let's flip this up. That's a lot. And now we're gonna flip this over, and we're gonna get the Baroness figure out. And it's pretty cool. I mean, if you were a collector, I could see not even opening this up and keeping just this. But again, this is G.I. Joe, Cobra Enemy, the Baroness. I don't know what she comes with, a backpack, I think. She comes with a rifle, and there's the Baroness figure, typical 6-inch figure. Baroness role, Cobra, intelligence officer, primary specialty intelligence, secondary specialty fixed wing pilot, birthplace classified. Graduated from student radicalism into international sabotage in the ranks of Cobra. And this does have the collaborative logo on it, so that's pretty cool. And that is the Baroness. So, let's see what you get. We've got our Megatron tank. And like I said, he's all hollow. Look at that. Everything is hollow on him. I don't want to do this without the instructions. So, you got Megatron, you've got the Baroness, you've got the weapons, and you've got all these pieces. And that is the Megatron H.I.S.S tank. Alright, so stay tuned for the full review. Probably in a week. I'm still getting everything unpacked when I moved, evacuated out, so I don't have that many figures not in boxes to compare to, but I just got this in from Amazon. Now this was supposed to ship January 10th, and then I get Amazon saying it's going to be October 13th and 19th, and then I get a thing saying arriving tomorrow night by 10. So that was perfect. Alright, hope you like this quick unboxing. Stay tuned for the full review in a few days. And as always, this is Figure-Rodimusbill saying, Cobra! See you in the full review. And now, the full review. Now that we got Megatron and the Baroness out of the package, first we're going to take a look at the instruction booklet. Decepticon Megatron H.I.S.S tank, Transformers Collaborative, G.I. Joe 2022. 2 guns, the shield, and the main cannon. You put the 2 guns up top. You put his big cannon on the side of his hand. And then you put the other thing on the other side of his arm. And that's basically it. And then you transform it back then. And over here, you can put the Baroness on the back. You can put her inside the cockpit. Or you can put her at the gun turret. And then she fits inside him she like piggybacks him in the backpack during robot mode. And that is it for these. This is his fusion cannon. Like everything else, it's hollow. Kind of disappointing considering how much this set was. But there's your fusion cannon. Here is your 2 H.I.S.S guns. And they are 1 on each side. Here is the stand for the Baroness figure. Here is her rifle. There you go. Here is her backpack with the little Cobra. Here's her backpack with a cool Cobra on the back. And here is the Baroness. Typical Baroness, all in black. She's got her black hair. She's got her glasses, red lipstick. She's got the Cobra symbol on her chest. detailed. You get the boots, the legs, the arms. All in all, just a basic 4.5-inch figure. Let's see. Her head will move side to side, but I can't get the whole way around. Her arms will move to 360. Very, very stiff going out. She got the rotation at the elbow, and they go 90 degrees. Nothing on the hands. The waist, is my butt too big? Not waist, go all the way around. Same thing with this. Leg, yeah, that's 90. Back, nothing. Split, nothing. And knee, a little more than 90, and nothing on the ankles. And she's very stiff, which that's pretty good. And then you put her, she got a peg on the back. Put the backpack on. And we put the gun in her hand. And we're going to use some blast effects from our G.I. Joe collaborative, which we'll show later. Oh, you can't use this. Oh, that stinks. Let's get some blast effects. And let's see, this is Omega Supreme's blast effect. Will it fit the rifle? Yes, it will fit the rifle. So she's got a big blast effect weapon. And on the two guns, they are blast effect compatible. So that's pretty cool. And wait, in this, let's see. Wow, even Megatron's fusion cannon is blast effect compatible. So I give Hasbro that much. Everything's blast effect compatible. Alright, let's put these to the side. Actually, let's stay on the bear. And she's got the two holes in the bottom of her feet. There. I don't really think she needs a stand. But I don't know what the backpack's for. I wish there was a way to hold her gun. Let's just get the Baroness and put her to the side. Now let's look at Megatron. And he's a big boy. Alright. And this is the shield. Now what you do is you got a peg here and a peg in his hand. You got a peg right there at the end of his fist. And you could put that in there. And the same thing with the other fusion cannon. So like that. It looks kind of funny, but not much we can do about it. That's just the way he is. And then these two guns, what you want to do is you can put these on each side of the H.I.S.S tank turret, like that. And in vehicle mode, you can also take this and stick this on top like that. And it looks funny, but that is what you're supposed to do. Let's see. Now, let's do Megatron real quick. His articulation. So this arm will do a 360. If you move this up, it goes out the whole way. He does do a 90-degree bend. And it rotates 360 degrees. And you don't do nothing with the hand. The other hand moves up once you release it. Here, move this, move that. 90 degrees. Goes around and it rotates at the elbow. Nothing at the waist rotation, unfortunately. There you go. Foot, let's move this out of the way. Almost 90 forward. It's got little soft ratchets, 90 back. Almost a full split. You got this mushroom peg here, so you got upper thigh movement. And you got more than 90 for the knee. Do the transformation. And the feet just go in and out. And again, we'll show you here. There. One thing about this figure, he's very hollow. And for the, what, $90 price point he was, that's it from the back. So from the back, you got this big old thing here. And it does like to pop off, but it's a pain in the neck getting back on. But that is Megatron. Now, up close, we can see he's definitely Megatron's face. He's got the black, the red eyes. I don't know what these are. Little orange things on his shoulders, which are new. Small Decepticon symbol. Chest piece. It's got the belt rockets, which is new. The arms. Pieces of the H.I.S.S tank. Then you go down the legs. He's got the Megatron legs, but with these big tank treads on each side of them. He's got heel spurs, hollow feet, and you can even right here, you can see through his waist. It's a little hollow right there. You think that it's hollow here, and let's stand him up. And you can see he's hollow through the waist right there above the yellow. So it's what are you gonna do? It's a collaborative. Sometimes they knock these collaboratives out of the park, like with the x-spance and Gigawatt and Ecto-1, and other times they just fail to do it. All right, now let's do some robot to robot comparisons real quick. All right. And our first robot comparison is going to be Siege Megatron. So you see how accurate they did the chest. They kept the legs the same, the face the same, basically the arms changed. And now we're going to do all our collaboratives. This is X-spance, the Transformers and X-Men crossover, based loosely on the Studio Series Jetfire mold. Here is the Voyager size Ecto-1 Ghostbusters collaborative, based on the Hotspot Combining Wars mold. Now you have Gigawatt, the Back to the Future, based on a Siege Sideswipe mold. And then for some size comparisons, this is Studio Series 86 liter Sludge, the Dinobot. And last, we're going to compare the Shattered Glass Commander class Jetfire, and you can see the difference in those guys. Okay, now let's transform Megatron and the Baroness into his H.I.S.S tank mode. To transform Megatron, first we're going to take the Baroness out. We're just going to take these off. We're going to take all this off. Okay. So first we're going to extend this out. And then while you extend that out, you take this and you rotate it around like that. Okay? So we'll do the other side. Pull this out, and then pull this further out, rotate this around, and close it up. Now you've got that done. Then what you want to do is release the arms, and then take this whole chest piece and bring it down like that. See how you disengage the chest piece. Alright, then what you want to do is move these guys. Let's move these up and out of the way. So you got that. Now, let's go to the feet. You take this part, fold it in, and then the other leg, you take this, rotate it around to do that. Now, what you want to do with the legs is, see, I got a little paint chipped right there already. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So, what you want to do now is, hold them, you want to fold the legs around like this. So take the legs and fold them up. Like so. So now you're looking at like this. And what you want to do is you've got this little area right here is going to go right here. So you just want to pop that in there, right there. And then take the other side and you kind of lock the legs in there. So that's what you're coming at right now. So take the arms, you fold these down, switch that out. Now you want to fold these around like this. So this is going to be the front of the, let's see. Oh, and we got to move the waist. So once you move the waist joint, this whole piece right here, the waist, you fold that down, and then see these, you line up the tank treads, and you line up the tank treads. So now he's starting to look like the H.I.S. tank. Then what you want to do is, let's see, move this around. You want to get these forward. So the 788. How do I wait? Oh, there we go. So you want to take, he's a little confusing when you get the hang of it. All right, so now you fold this in. Now what you can do is slide these like this. These will go into each other. There is a tab there, and so you'll fold these two together like that. You can put these together now if you want. They'll just fold together. And what you want to do is get the arms inside these grooves. So you rotate the arms like that, I believe, and shift this whole thing in. So turn that like that. And then you want to shove the whole arm in and close it up. Might take you a couple tries. Let's see. I want the whole arm in, close that up, squeeze this together. Alright, so that's tight, and that's tight. Alright, now you start to tape shape. So you lower this here, like that. And this, what you do is, you come here, and you fold this whole piece up. Say it's on a hinge right there. Whoops. And this is how it falls off. What you do is you got two little pegs there, and you get the little groove on top. It's got a cutout. So you just got to pop this in. Alright, and I popped it back in. So there's a few QC issues with this guy. Alright, so his arms are folded back. Now what you got to do with this is you got to actually stretch these all the way so it clears everything. And that snaps in. And then on the back, what you do is you got these two tabs right here. And you just snap that together. This is like a little tow hitch, so you take this and you could flip that up and rotate the cannon to the front. You can put the guns in. That gun is in. This gun is in. There. And like I said, you can put the Baroness in the cockpit. She can fit in the cockpit like that. Or she can ride in back here. Or using the holes in the feet for a feature I call playability, she can ride on the back here. We'll do both legs. We'll have her spread. Yeah, well, it says it in the instruction booklet. Yeah, so she's hanging on for dear life. Wait for me. And that is the Baroness. And unfortunately, there's not where, I'm afraid I'm going to lose these. I just throw them in there. And like I said, the instruction booklet tells you to stick this here. Which looks kind of funny, but like Prime vs. Prime said, what you want to do is you could stick this back here, fold this up, and on his it fit perfectly. There you go. Let's see, how'd he do that? He somehow found a way to jam this underneath it. he found a way to put it underneath it and to lock it in. But, well, you can play with that if you need to. Or just leave it off. There. Like, you know, is it goofy like that? Yeah, and could they put a few extra 5mm ports somewhere? I mean, it wouldn't have really taken away from the H.I.S.S tank, but they could have. Alright, now let's look at the H.I.S.S tank in more detail. So you got from the front, here's Megatron's feet, but you can't really tell him his feet. You got little design, I'm not sure what that design they were going for there. You got the 788. You got the little Cobra logo. I don't know what that is. Kind of Cobra logo. Let's see. HS13, KM6. That's probably the number. The V. You got the cool tank treads. And they got little spinner wheels. You got 4 spinner wheels. And it rolls pretty good. I mean, it does. You got 363. You got some rivets. You got the Cobra symbol. GH7C. I'm not sure if that's the toy or the actual figure. See, oh, it's got little point. I didn't click it in. There. Now that tab's clicked in. On the back, you have, oh, it's a little textured like a fender. You got the Cobra symbol there. You got rivets all around here, which is pretty cool. Again, you got 363, the same thing. The numbers. Tank treads, they're detailed. I mean, you could see in the light right here, but let's see, you got the little neck of that. You got 788 again, and there it is from the top. Sides look pretty good. The back, yeah, you could tell that's Megatron's chest, but you know, I don't really mind the feet neither in the front. You can't really tell. And there is the H.I.S.S tank. I think they were going for this mode perfection and for scale wise, because obviously it's the like 3.5 or 4.5 inch figures, and you just stick them in there. And you know, I don't have a Cobra H.I.S.S tank to show you. I liked G.I. Joe when I was a kid, but I never collected it. I was more in Transformers. So, alright, to show you what this compares to, let's do some vehicle comparisons. Our first comparison is Siege Megatron. So you saw the difference in these guys before. Now you can really see the difference in size now. And then here is Ecto-1, Ghostbusters, and that is pretty damn accurate too. Let's bring in Gigawatt, your DeLorean. Big difference. You got a little deluxe and almost a commander size figure. This is the, I keep saying G.I. Joe, the X-Men Collaborative X-spance. And he's a big guy. So that's the difference. And these things never stood up. This guy's good. I mean, in robot mode, he looks just like the Studio Series Jetfire. But he's basically a whole new mold. What else do we got? We got the current leader class Sludge. Now I like that. That's pretty good. You got leader class and you got this. So he's got the bulky size. And then one more. This is our commander class Jetfire. Shatter glass. And that's the difference between these two guys. Or bird's eye view. And obviously, price wise, this guy was $99. I think this guy was $89. So I paid $10 more for this, and it's definitely got the weight, definitely got the complexity, but it is what it is. I grew up watching G.I. Joe. I grew up watching Transformers. And so I wanted to get the collaborative. I've even got the Bumblebee A.W.E coming in too. And I got Top Gun. I got the reissue coming in next month. So I'll have the Top Gun and I'll have the A.W.E next. And we're just going to pop out the Baroness. Show you the cockpit real quick. See if we can get the details in here. There. So it's got a It's got a little joystick, some computer screens. You can see it's got some detail in there, not much, but some detail. And this is how tall the Baroness is. There you go, compared to the H.I.S.S tank, right there. As always, if you're used to my channel, you know I always transform everything back. Most reviewers only do one way, which is a disservice because a lot of times it's a lot harder to go back the other way. So I'm going to show you how to transform this back, hopefully a lot much smoother. So let's take these off. Let's flip this up. Alright, now what shall we do first? Let's do the let's lift this up. So I guess what we got to do is, see, I don't like the way they do this because you really have to stretch it to pull this up like that. And then we'll get the arms done. Pull the arms out, pull these down, pull the arms out, and let's swing these to the side. Okay, now we got the hang of it. Alright, so now the legs. Disengage the legs, and you straighten the legs out. Disengage the legs, straighten the legs out. The foot spur goes forward, and then take this and rotate it back. That goes forward, and that goes back. Now take this whole chest, and we go up like that. Okay, so now we got Megatron standing up. Put his chest down, and these we can just rotate around. Pretty easy. We'll flip this in. And now for the arms, what we'll do is we'll fold them up like that. So fold them up like that, and then fold them down like this. Like this. And then we'll take this and shoot that back like that. Alright. Do the arms. Turn the arms around. Turn the arms. And this, remember, you want to pull this out, rotate this up, and this will collapse. Like that. Other side, pull this out a little. Take this piece, rotate it around, collapse the arm. Take it this joint and fold that in. And I do believe Megatron is back. So he's not that complex of a figure. It's just the arms fall down, and he's not that hard once you get used to him. And then this you can put back here on his hand, which is pretty goofy. I mean, you couldn't figure out a way to incorporate this into the figure. Take this, rotate it forward. We'll put these back. Here's one. Here's two. Here's his gun. And I like how that fits on his hand. And now we are back to Megatron and the Baroness with the Cobra H.I.S.S tank. Alright, thank you for watching this review. I'm not sure if this guy, I think this guy is still available at Amazon, but if there's a link in the description below, feel free to click on that. This is just a hobby of mine. This ain't my normal day job, so anytime you buy something off my links, it helps me a lot. And these guys do not come cheap. Like I said, I can't wait for Bumblebee. Alright, G.I. Joe and the Transformers have a long history, dating back to the original Marvel comic books. In fact, it was Cobra that originally blew Bumblebee up, and the Joes rebuilt him as Goldbug at Ratchet's help, and that's where the G2 Megatron came in, because Cobra built him into the green and purple tank. That's about it. So, like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and as always, kneel before Megatron. Cobra! See you next time.